Right, so hi folks. In this video, we're going to continue looking at finance as part of the National 5 Applications of Maths course. And in this one, we're going to be looking at best deals. So, learning intentions, what we're going to be doing here, and how you know you're going to have managed it. But first, let's see what this links to with our previous learning. So, the previous learning that we have here is ratios and percentages. So what we're going to do by the end of this video, end of this topic, you should understand the importance of finding a best deal. You should know the reasons why you might not always go for the best deal, because the best deal might not always be the best for you at the time. And success criteria, so how we know we can do this. So some of us, or all of us actually, should be able to compare individual products. Most should be able to compare using weight, and some should be able to make more complex comparisons between 3 or more deals. Right, so what are best deals? So it's when you're buying a product, especially if you're on a budget or if it's part of a company that you're working for, it's often important to make sure that you're getting the best price for what you buy. You don't want to be spending too much money if you can help it. So it's the case for companies. They want to get the best offer so that they can make as much profit as they can. And to do this, we need to either compare one company to another, if we're looking at, say, Asda sell it for one price and Tesco sell it for another, or we might be looking to compare one quantity to another. So it might be that one shop sells it in 1 kilogram and another shop sells it in 700 kilograms. So you want to see which is cheaper, either per product or per weight. So how do we compare single products? So this is when we've got one product to another. So when we're comparing 2 or likely more at a National 5 level products, we need to ensure that we're comparing like for like. So we can either compare 1 to 1. So this might be the case if we were looking at, say, bottles of soda, so bottles of Coke or bottles of Iron Brew or something. You might want to look and see how much one 2-litre bottle costs and how much one 2-litre bottle costs somewhere else. Or any reasonable quantity, so 100 grams of something to 100 grams, 200 grams to 200 grams, 1 gram to 1 gram. It doesn't matter as long as it's a reasonable comparison that is like for like. So to compare the products, what we have to do, so we set up each product as a ratio. We're dividing each side of the ratio by the same thing to find the cost of the chosen quantity. And then we're going to repeat to compare all of our options. And then we need to write a sentence at the bottom to communicate what your decision is. A lot of the applications course requires communication of your results in a succinct sentence at the end. They don't just accept your answer, you need to communicate your answer too. So here we have a question. So Harry's at a supermarket and sees 3 options for buying his favourite cheese. So we've got 250 grams for £1.35, 400 grams for £2.38, or 700 grams for £4.59. So we're going to try and find out which one of these is the best deal. So which would be the best value for money. So at the minute, this is assuming it doesn't matter how much cheese Harry really wants. We're just looking for get it as cheap as we can for as much, like get it as cheap as we can for weight. So our first one, if we look at it, we set it up as a ratio. So we have 250 grams is £1.35. And in this case, we've got 250 grams, we've got 400 grams and 700 grams. So for this one, we're going to compare 100 grams to 100 grams. So we need to divide both sides of our ratio so that we get 100 grams on the left, and then we get the price for 100 grams on the right. So what I need to do is I need to divide both sides by 2.5, because there's 2.5 lots of 100 and 250. So when we divide both sides by 2.5, I'm getting that 100 grams would cost 54 pence. So now we need to keep doing this for each of the 3 cheese quantities. So we've got the first one, so we know that for 250 grams, being £1.35, each 100 grams would cost 54p. So if we keep going, so 400 grams is £2.18. So again, we need to divide both sides by the same thing to find our quantity. And we're going to do 100 grams. So this time, 400, we're going to have to divide by 4. And whatever we do to one side of the ratio, we do to the other side as well. So we get 100 grams is equal to 0.545 pounds, or 54.5 pence. In this case, I'm not going to round. I'm going to just leave it as is. I know that half a pence doesn't exist, but it doesn't actually make too much of a difference for this question. So if we keep going, last one, 700 grams is £3.71. So we're still going to try and get to 100. So this time we've got to divide by 7. So when we divide by 7 there, we're going to get 100 grams, and we're going to get, it is 0.53 pounds, so 53 pence. So now we've got our three versions. So we know that per 100 grams, the 250 grams was 54 pence. For the 400 grams, it was 54.5 pence. And for the 700 grams, the 100 grams cost 53 pence. So we now can compare and make a little sentence on the end. So therefore, buying the 700 grams is best as it was the cheapest per 100 grams. When you're doing this, if you can't see to go to 100 grams, you can always just divide the numbers by themselves to go to 1 gram. There's lots of different ways to do this. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to put a comment down or ask in your Google Classroom when you're doing examples of this yourself. Right, so next we need to look at reasons why you might not pick the cheapest option. So quite often it is the case that you're going to want to pick the cheapest option, especially if you're looking at a business. They're going to want to try and keep costs as low as possible so you can make profits as high as possible. But there are some reasons why you wouldn't pick the cheapest option. So why is it not always sensible to do so? So first one, you don't have the money to pay out for the larger quantity at that time. So this is the case for many people who are living on very tight budgets. For example, elderly and people who are living on low fixed income. So if someone has a very, very tight budget, they've only got so much money that they can spend on food every week, they can't just all of a sudden decide that they're going to buy the much larger version of something because it's cheaper per 100 grams. They maybe only have the money to buy that 250 gram box of cereal, even though the 500 gram one is much cheaper. In their budget, it maybe just doesn't fit, and they don't need that at that time, so they don't bother. And so another option, especially for people who are doing stuff by themselves, can be that you need a specific quantity of a product. So if you were, for example, baking a cake or something, and you needed 200 grams of chocolate for your recipe, you may end up wasting anything above that. I know with chocolate we're likely to eat it all anyway, but maybe some other product that you wouldn't just sit and eat the rest of. You may end up wasting any amount that you have bought that's more than what you need. So there's no point in you buying more to reduce the cost, because you're going to then just increase your food waste. So in some situations like these two, there are other options as well. But these are two examples of why you might not pick the cheapest option yourselves or in general. So comparing deals on multiple goods. So this is the other thing we need to be able to do for National 5, is make a comparison using discounts and all sorts of other things going on. So another aspect of finding a best deal can be choosing the best supplier for a given selection of products. This works more kind of from an industry perspective, so like if you're a job, so later on in life if you become self-employed or something and you're looking for to outfit your new business, you're going to have to compare between your suppliers of things to make sure that you're getting the cheapest option you can, again because profits are everything when we're looking at business. So when we're doing this to calculate our best deal, what we need to do, so we need to work through each option, making sure that we're paying particular attention to discounts and other promotions for each supplier. And we need to write a sentence to communicate our conclusion based on your working. So see the theme here, lots of sentences at the end of these, and the word actually that we're looking for when we're looking for that sentence is it'll say justify your answer, and if it says justify your answer, that means that they need a sentence at the end. So let's see, comparing deals still, let's see the question. So Angela is buying herself a new tablet. She's buying the tablet, a case, and the extended warranty. Which shop gives her the best deal? So in this situation, we're assuming the tablets are all exactly the same, the case is exactly the same, and the extended warranty is exactly the same. But we have three options. So we've got shop A, which has got the tablet for £240, the case for £10.50, and the extended warranty is £12.75. And our promotion that we've got here is that we get 15% off the tablet when you buy the case and the warranty. Shop B, the tablet is £229.99. The case and the extended warranty are included and there is no promotion, so that's just our total cost. And then shop C, we've got £189.95 for the tablet, £15.99 for the case, and the extended warranty is £25.99. But the promotion here is we get 60% off our total cost. So looking at these, we need to work through each option step by step and figure out which one's the cheapest and then make a comparison at the end. So for shop A, first thing we need to do is work out our discount. So it says we get 15% off the tablet, so we need to find 15% of £240. We should all remember how to find 15% of something. There's lots of different ways. Remember, with a percentage, you can either put it in as a decimal, as a fraction, or there's actually the percentage button on your calculators if you've got the Casio ones. And the of means multiply. So in this case, what I'd be putting into my calculator would be 0.15 times 240, which gives me £36. This could as well be a non-calculator paper question, so you would need to make sure that you were able to find these percentages without a calculator as well. So for that one, 15%, you need to be able to find that it's 10% and 5% added together. So then what we have to do, so we add together the cost of the tablet, the case, and the extended warranty, and we take away our discount, because discount's money away from what we've got. So we get that we have £227.25 altogether for shop A for the tablet, the case, and the extended warranty with the discount. Shop B, straightforward. The total is just £229.99. Nothing else we can do about it. There's no discounts, no promotions, everything's included. So that's quite nice and straightforward there. Shop C. So we have £60 off the total cost. So our total is going to be all of those things added together, take away the £60. So we've got the £189.95 plus the £15.99 plus the £25.99, take away the £60. So we get £221.93. So we've done all our work, but we're not done because we need to write a sentence to communicate what's happened. So at the end, therefore the best deal is shop C, as it is cheaper than shop A by £5.32. So you can make a comment based on the actual numbers there. You could just have said it's shop C because it's cheaper than shop A and shop B. I just decided in here to put some numbers in on my comparison as well. So that's it for best deals. There should be lots of examples for you to do. And if you've got any questions, leave a comment or put something on your Google Classroom like I said earlier. Thank you very much, and I hope this has been helpful for you.